Welcome back to Obscurus Gaming, and I wanted to do a quick review of Peglin, which was just shadow released a few days ago when it was announced during the most recent Indie Direct. It takes obvious inspiration from the Peggle games, which I used to really enjoy back in the day. However, it takes that Peggle pachinko concept of dropping balls down an array of pegs to score points and turns it into a light RPG roguelike and deck building experience. Yep, that's right, this is an absolutely crazy concept, and digging a little bit further, I now know the game has been in various stages of early access and development on Steam for a couple of years, but personally I never heard of it before. Regardless, based on the gameplay concept alone, I had to pick it up, so let's see how it plays. So tossing around terms like roguelike and deck building might make you roll your eyes these days, but a pachinko Peggle style game should do the opposite. At least that's what it did for me. Conceptually, the game kind of works like this. You'll select one of 4 characters to start your run, each with different abilities, with the first unlocked character being a Yoda-like figure. Each stage will feel very Peggle-esque as you shoot orbs down an array of pegs, trying to hit as many as you can, except instead of earning generic points like in Peggle, you earn attack power. This is because at the top of the screen will be a row of enemies you must kill in order to complete a level. First is just trying to clear all the pegs. When all enemies are killed, you'll advance to the next stage, shop, or encounter. This all may sound easy enough so far, but the game does not stay simple for long. Yes, points are accumulated by hitting as many pegs as possible, but orbs themselves come in many different styles, all with various abilities and can be leveled up. For example, a certain orb might only score a couple hit points in the beginning, but if it's a level 3, it might do a couple other abilities and then score 10. Learning how orbs work is a huge part of the game and adds a little bit of strategy. Unlocked orbs come with you from stage to stage and are in a random order when you start a new one, and essentially acts as your deck in the game. Trying to string together big scoring, or should I say attacking orbs, is the most important part to your success, even if it is a little bit random. And yes, the Peggle element of shooting orbs is still the highlight to the gameplay, at least for me, even with all the other genres that Peglin pulls from. Outside of the gameplay itself, there really isn't a ton to talk about. The game has a very old retro look that I am not a huge fan of, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay at all. I am also not a huge fan of the random menu-based text encounters, which feels kind of like an old Game Boy game or something. Just kind of feels like a placeholder versus a finished product. I also felt like there was a little bit more of a trial and error learning curve that was initially off-putting. Even though this is more of a genre-wide issue, it does shine through here more than other roguelike or deck building games. A simple tutorial or even a free play mode would go a long way here, I think, for first time players, or especially more casual gamers coming over from the Peggle games. Now, I've only put in about 12 hours of the game so far, and I've attempted roughly a dozen runs or so over the course of those 12 hours. There is still a ton left for me to explore and understand, but as with some roguelikes, it could be a very long time, even weeks, maybe even months for me before I get a full picture of what the game is. That being said, as it stands today, I find it to be an awesomely creative and unique experience, especially for fans of Peggle or lighter games, and it's simply one of the most original games I have played in a very long time. It's certainly not without a few issues, most of which are related to luck and balancing, and I'm personally not a huge fan of the retro look, but those things pale in comparison to getting to play such a genuinely creative game, and I fully recommend giving it a shot yourself. Peace out, guys.